Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart, yeah, nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me, never. I'm so fast, Clay, I'm Tyson in his prime.
You know me, man. I'm Barry Bonds with Mines. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Pressure Podcast. It's a Freestyle Friday edition. Let's get it.
Hell yeah!
For those who have partners, happy Valentine's Day. For those who have whatever else you have, happy Valentine's Day to them too as well.
Fuck Happy Valentine's Day. We come to you on a day, which is Friday the 13th, right? It is Friday the 13th. And we come on you on a day where Chris Paul is no longer a professional basketball player. Congratulations, a nice send-off to that motherfucker.
Nigga.
We are coming to you today on a Friday because I got up mad late at work. I had a personal omakase in my restaurant with the chef, so it was a lot longer than I expected, but I made good money. And we're just going to continue it on today, and then tomorrow we will give you some more details and more NBA talk, and we're going to recap the Saturday night festivities, which is the three-point contest and the slam dunk. Today, we're going to give you the what we think is the best world roster for the All-Star game, and then the USA roster for the All-Star game this season. And then we're also going to give you the all-time. Correct. All-time. Plus, we got some nerd shit coming for you as well. And not to mention the power rankings.
Hell yeah!
So without further ado, we are coming to you live from our studio in Orlando, Florida. It's your boy King Kong. We are rated M for millennials. What's up, brother? Ready? Here we go. NBA All-Star Week. So it's Team World versus Team USA. This is how they do it nowadays. And then we, like I said, we're gonna do that. And then I wanted to talk on the recap on the first half of the NBA. All right. Number one, Chris Paul is retired.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. I mean, I think he's had a illustrious career, if you can say so. Maybe not as much as him getting that championship, but
It was not
not
bad.
everybody gets the championship, you know. And you know what I'm saying. As long as to me you were able to have an effect on the NBA, on what the NBA is today, then to me you made your mark.
Yeah, he's a 12-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA, a 9-time All-Defense, 5-time assist leader, 6 times steals leader, and he's a member of the 75th anniversary top 75 players of all time in the NBA. So he has a Hall of Fame career.
And young Chris Paul used to have hops too, boy. I mean, he'll go and dunk on you before you even see it coming because he was so quick, man. Chris Paul was, man, that guy was a demon.
I
for
think
real.
Chris Paul deserves his flowers. I thought he had an unceremonious retirement. He got traded right before the deadline to Toronto. I don't know if he played a minute, and then he was waived today, and he retires. He didn't get no tour. It was a little embarrassing for a guy of his stature, but where do you put CP3 as an all-time point guard? Because I can't put him in the top 5.
Nah, but he's top 10.
He's top 10, but where do you put him? I think I have to put him 10. I just might have to, bro. Because I have Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard I've ever seen. Okay. And I didn't even go watching him like that. Isaiah Thomas got to be number 2. Isaiah Thomas is a very, very underrated player. He's the one that literally,
Oscar?
No, Isaiah Robertson.
No, I'm saying after that.
Oscar Robertson was a small forward.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But, point
Yeah.
forward, kind of, I guess you could say.
Correct. But, yeah, I don't put Oscar in that list. However, if you want to say instead of the position as a true point guard, cool.
Is Nash top 5?
No.
No?
I my list, like I said, is Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
I have Steph Curry. I have Jason Kidd, and I have Gary Payton ahead of those guys.
I guess we got to, change that then because, point guards who think pass and then there's point guards that think score.
Well,
Because Steph Curry is a point guard that can pass, but he thinks score.
yeah, but he still sets his teammates up, so I give him credit for being a point guard. Had it not been for that, I wouldn't even put him in the list like Iverson.
Okay.
Because trust me, I thought of that. I'm like, I know Steph Curry is not considered a point guard, but trust me, if you actually look at the numbers, it's just because he moves so much without the basketball, he doesn't have time to assist. For the fact that he averages 6 assists a game without the ball that much is actually pretty impressive. Because the point forward, Draymond handles that business so that he doesn't have his usage rate.
But then,
low.
you can't blame him though with that jump shot. Why the fuck would you pass it? Why would you want to pass the ball?
Yeah, but he doesn't always have the ball. Is what I'm trying to say. He's not that kind of point guard that dribbles the ball 90% of the time. He'll dribble it up, pass it away, and then start going around screens without the ball.
Oh yeah, I know.
So because of that, the fact that he still averages six assists is actually pretty impressive to me, and the fact that he jacks up a lot of threes and still averages 6 assists is impressive to me. So people need to put that into consideration when they judge Steph Curry as a true point guard, because he really is. But he's not better than Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson, obviously, because those guys averages 10, 12, 11, and won championships doing it.
So 1, 2 is Magic
and
Johnson and Isaiah Thomas.
Those are the best point
And
guards.
then, and then your third is Steph.
My third is Steph. After that, I have to probably put Jason Kidd.
Okay.
Let me see. I had it here. So Liam asked me what my top 5, and I was like off the top of my head, I'd probably say John Stockton after that, and then the glove. The reason I put the glove is to me, he's the best defensive point guard that's ever lived. Jason Kidd to me is the second best passer I've ever seen behind Magic Johnson. Not like flair wise. That to me is probably white chocolate or something. But I mean like winning passing. Like Jason Kidd, I saw him go from the Phoenix Suns to the New Jersey Nets, who only won 20 games, and take them to the NBA Finals 2 years in a row. Meanwhile, Stephon Marbury had him, didn't do shit. And when he went to Phoenix, Stephon Marbury didn't have Phoenix looking like they did until Steve Nash got there.
Yeah, I feel like those guys are like natural pass. They're just natural.
Yeah, Jason Kidd naturally makes his team better as a point guard. He's an excellent floor leader, and he's better at that than Chris Paul to me. John Stockton, enough said. I know people are gonna say, yeah, but he had Karl Malone. Yeah, he did, but that's not his fault. He doesn't choose where he gets drafted to. John Stockton got chosen to a place where Malone was going to get drafted to, and he did the best he could with what he had. And believe me, it took him forever to get to the NBA Finals. Those guys were in the Western Conference Finals so many times and got their heart broken for many years until later in the career when they finally busted out 2 years in a row. All right, so trust me, it wasn't always easy for John Stockton. He's the all-time leader in assists and steals for a reason. Then we got Tony Parker after the glove. Tony Parker is, to me, the floor leader of one of the greatest defensive dynasties that you'll ever see, and Tony Parker was clutch. All right.
Facts.
I'd say Steph Curry, Stockton, and Tony Parker are the most clutch. Oh, and Isaiah Thomas obviously are the most clutch point guards of all time. Then I have after Tony Parker is when I have Steve Nash, and I actually have Derrick Rose ahead of Chris Paul. Has Chris Paul ever won an MVP? That's why. And I know that his career lasted longer, so cool. You could put that if you want to knock that against Derrick Rose. But whenever I do my list, I always put them in their prime, at their peak. To me, that's the only fair way to do it. Not who had their longest career, because some guys had long careers like Vince Carter, but they weren't as productive as LeBron. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't like doing that shit, because there's always context everywhere. How about we just put it in their peaks? In their peaks, D Rose was better than Chris Paul to me. But Chris Paul, probably out of my list, he's probably the top 5 pure point guard. That's Magic, Jason Kidd, Isaiah Thomas, Stockton, and then maybe him. No, Steve Nash is better than him. Nope. So even in pure point guards, he's still out of the top 5.
Yeah, my list was actually a little surprising.
What's your list?
My list of world. You'll see. It's gonna, when it comes up here now, you'll see it. It's gonna be surprising because I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, it's Tony."
Who's your top 10 point guards?
Top 10 point guards is tough. I would say Magic 1, definitely. I actually think Rondo's in this top 10. I think Rondo's in his top 10 because Rondo in his peak was one of the best passers we've ever seen.
And
To be
defender.
honest, to be honest with you,
And defender.
and defender. So I got him in my top 10. But I'll go Magic. I'll say I'll go Stockton. I'll go. No, I can't put Iverson there. He's a shooter.
Yeah, to me, Iverson's not a point guard. Because most of the time he actually played shooting guard in his prime. Eric Snow was a point guard.
Isaiah Thomas.
The Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Thomas. to
For
clarify for everybody.
yeah, for
You in the
Let's
chat.
talk about Celtics.
You in the
Yeah,
chat.
well,
Give me your top 10 point guards if you want to.
my 4 would be. Yeah, I'll go Steph. Because if we're going to consider him as a point guard, yeah, Steph. He has to be. He's been amazing his whole career, pretty much. The guy's he transcended the game. Yeah, he's got to be there. And then 5, I'll go Nash. Then I go Tony Parker. I understand what Tony Parker did was amazing, but he also had this, that, and the third. Who the fuck did Steve Nash have? Like one good team?
No, he had a good roster in Phoenix, but they were led by Mike D'Antoni, so there was no defense.
There was
played.
no fucking defense.
And he was good in Dallas
He was great in Dallas.
with Don Nelson, but once again, that was an offensive-minded team, no defense. And who's Eric Dampier going to stop?
That's when they had Michael Finley.
I'll take Boris Diaw over Eric Dampier, whatever his name is.
I think after Tony Parker, I don't got nobody else. Gary Payton, and then I'll say so that'd be my 8, and then 9 would be. I would actually put Chris Paul there at 9.
And
I
when you
think
put Rondo-
I think that's fine. Rondo be 10. Rondo not being such a natural shooter, I just feel like the old reliable with Steve Nash and Chris Paul and Tony Parker and a lot of these niggas is their mid range. Like, yeah, maybe they wasn't 3-point shooters, but Steve Nash was, but most of them weren't like really like assassins from the 3-point line. But that mid range, that shit was money. That shit was money damn near every time with Steve Nash and Tony Parker. Whether it be that floater or be that, oh shit, Derrick Rose got to go in there. Never mind. I got to take Rondo out. Never mind.
Yeah, I got Derrick Rose in my top 10.
Yeah, nah, fuck yeah, you're right.
And his peak, and all their peaks,
I can't say he's better than Chris Paul.
as a point guard, no, but he's a better leader.
As
a better leader.
just a transcending player, like to me,
He was a
he
better.
was a different type of
To me, he was a better leader.
basketball player.
Better in the fast break for
Something
sure,
we didn't see a lot.
and obviously the
point
better
guard
scorer.
position.
But he was a way better leader than Chris Paul, and I think I think the world of him as a leader. I don't think Chris Paul has a flaw in his game. I thought he was great defensively, offensively. He had dribbles. He could shoot free throws. He could shoot from range. He can drive to the basket. He had layup package. He had the whole thing. He just wasn't a good like a general.
And that's the crazy thing
Like
because
a Ray Lewis kind of dude, like a guy that pushes he wasn't that kind of guy.
yeah, like
He just wasn't. He's more like LeBron.
maybe more when he was with New Orleans.
Yeah.
But after he left New Orleans, it was like you could just tell floor general. That's exactly what he was.
And in the playoffs, he was a little too James Harden for me. I don't know. He just never. He looked like
He
was
showed
rushed.
up in the playoffs. He couldn't play with those injuries. I don't know why. That was a little weak. If you ask me, I think I watched Kristaps Porzingis get in there with some type of condition there. We don't even know what it was, and they said he could play through it. And he was like, I'm in pain, but give me some painkillers and I'm going out there.
Yep.
I feel like Chris Paul needed to do that at least once in his career. But that man had a great career, and shout out to him, bro.
I think I've said it before. It was a playoff game, Houston versus Golden State. They were actually winning. Okay, Game 7. They had a 3-1 lead. It was Game 7. It was in Houston. Okay.
This was against Golden State, right?
Yep. And James Harden and them were ready, but Chris Paul was questionable to play.
Again.
And I'm over there thinking he has to play. He has to play. I told everybody, I'm like, yo, Willis Reed, it was a Game 7 in Madison Square Garden against the Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, and Elgin Baylor Lakers, okay? In the NBA Finals. Game 7. In our house, we don't know if Willis Reed is playing. Fucking DeBusch just said, listen, if you could give us just a few minutes, man, we're going to win this game. That man couldn't walk. He just took a cortisone shot, walked right out. The arena erupted. Motherfucker scored the first 2 points of the game, and we went blow out the Lakers, okay, for the first championship ring. I said that. No sooner I finished saying that, the commercials go to Game 7s, and they show Willis Reed. I'm just like, yes, they showed Isaiah Thomas rolling his leg against the Lakers and going off for 25 points in the third quarter on their punk asses. They showed a lot of shit where guys mustered the will. Jordan with the flu. They showed a lot of shit, bro.
People be making fun of the shit that happened to Paul Pierce. That why he went in a wheelchair and all that shit. He actually had to get surgery in that offseason. So he actually missed like half the season.
No, they're saying that because they saw that Kobe didn't do it. They said that Kobe walked, so I expect everybody to be able to walk. Sometimes when you tear your Achilles, you can walk. Sometimes when you tear your Achilles, you can't walk. It's not all the same.
But he didn't. That's what I'm saying. He didn't have no torn Achilles. He just had like something in his knee, so he went and got it cleaned out. Like what? It was like some type of scope.
I'm talking about Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce didn't tear his Achilles.
Yeah, he did 1 year, but not. It wasn't that year.
That wasn't in the wheelchair.
Nah,
oh, okay.
That was another situation. But what I'm saying is he got surgery after the season.
Gotcha. Well, no, they all got surgery after the season though.
But but you gotta play. You gotta play. I mean, I feel like Michael Jordan said it best when he said, like, dude, you're gonna have to drag me off the court.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to win a championship.
So,
by any means.
Many thanks to all your hard work and happy retirement to Chris Paul.
Happy retirement.
So before we get to the All-Star break, we're gonna do a last-minute recap of the first half of the season, which is not really the first half; it's like the first 2/3. But what are the main surprises for you thus far? Just give me like 2, 3.
I didn't think the Raptors were gonna be this good. I thought the Heat were gonna play better. I'm a little upset about that, and the Magic, that was probably the worst one for me. The Magic just didn't seem like they was gonna play this poorly.
Well, I'm not surprised for the Raptors. When they got Brandon Ingram, I thought they would be elevated. I'm not surprised for the Sixers.
But did you see him staying healthy?
Not really, but I still saw that.
That was the reason why I was like.
But with that kind of talent addition, once they lost Van Fleet, they needed talent addition to be back to a better league, one of the better teams in the NBA. They're not a bad team by any means.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
and they play hard.
When you have a better roster, I could just see it. I saw Sixers being around the same thing. I told you I thought Cleveland and the Celtics going to be around. I knew Detroit was going to be a force, just I didn't think they were going to be this good.
I mean, we didn't. I'll say that too. I didn't expect the Celtics to be this good.
I expect the Heat to be there. I told you the Heat are one of those teams that are always going to be the 7th, 8th seed, but watch out when the playoffs again in a 7-game series is where they're a problem.
You did say
I've always said that they're not one of those teams that finish high in the.
But I just figured because the East is not that strong when it comes to like the bottom of that. You know what I'm saying? Like the 7, 8, 9.
It's not that weak. Orlando's no slouch. Sixers.
I mean,
Heat,
but
Hornets.
we didn't see the Hornets. We didn't see the Hornets before the season.
That's what I was going to get to. The Hornets I did not see coming. I mean, I know I love K Nipples, pros, but this team, ever since I said they should fire the coach, has been on fire. Okay, so good kudos to them because I want to see basketball back in North Carolina.
But we did see.
But I did not see.
We did see them get tested against Detroit.
Yeah.
They wasn't ready for that.
Of course not. They're not going to beat the upper teams, but everybody else, all the other bums, they're going to kick their ass.
Yeah, real shit.
Indiana, I did not see. I still can't believe Halliburton is the greatest player in the NBA because this is bullshit. Now they got fined. It wasn't just Utah. They got fined too for tanking. They benched Siakam when they didn't have to. He was perfectly healthy. He wanted to play.
I heard it might be gambling,
Who knows, bro? But you know what I'm saying?
but I mean, a lot of teams have done. I'm sure.
I am
guys
shocked.
Are gonna get in trouble with this shit, with the gambling, if this shit continues.
I am shocked for the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
This is the only shocker I have from the West, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was pretty.
I expect everything else about the same. I expect the T-Wolves to be around.
I didn't expect the Spurs to be this good though. I'm not gonna lie. 38-16 is.
Yeah, but I did expect a jump from last year, as long as he's healthy. Because their roster keeps getting deeper with their year full with De'Aaron Fox. I'm like, nah, this is legit.
And the Nuggets were playing better without Jokic.
Well, he's out. He is like a little rusty. Just give him time. Give him time. My 90-point outbursts will come back soon. God damn it. All right. The Clippers have actually shocked me. The Clippers have actually shocked me a little bit. I thought they were going to be where the Utah Jazz is, or where they begin in the season. But no, for the most part, the Western Conference hasn't shocked me much. I'm just still, I'm perplexed about the Indiana Pacers for the most part, and I'm glad that the Hornets are around. This is a good Eastern Conference. Like, it's the first 10 teams, right? So the Hawks. Chicago's the only odd man out.
I didn't expect the East to be this.
I'm telling you, this is
like
the most.
deep,
This is the most like parity-driven league this deep in the season I've seen. Normally it starts like that, and then towards the end, the West is usually the strong, but not this year. This year, both conferences are very comparable. This is awesome. This is going to be a crazy NBA playoffs. Please, no more injuries. No more injuries, okay? Just get everybody healthy for me. All right, let's get to the All-Star game, shall we? So I asked you to give me the top 10 All-Stars internationally. Here's your fucking list.
Give me a hell yeah.
So for this year, I have Jokic, Wemby. These are my starters. Wemby, Jamal Murray, Giannis, and Luka. Obviously, Giannis isn't playing; he's hurt, but I still got him there because it'll be like a fantasy, basically, like a fantasy for this to happen. I would love it. And then I have on the bench, I put Cat there. I think he deserves it. Obviously, Pascal Siakam, I put him there, even though they're struggling. But I think he's one of those guys. He's definitely a top 10 international player. Would you agree?
Oh,
Siakam.
yes.
Okay, and then I actually put Franz Wagner there. I agree with my man over here. I think he's the engine in Orlando. It sucks to say that because I don't know if Ben Carroll has that dog in him. I'm a little worried. But then I'll move on with Larry Markkinen. I think he's the greatest thing, and he's in a bad situation. He's just in a bad situation. He's on a bad team. I think that if somehow they could get him moved, which I don't think would happen, but maybe if they tank and they decide, we have to rebuild again, they will get rid of him and he can finally go to a good situation. And then Sangano. I put Sangano there because, he's a double-double machine. He really is. He's a guy who you could count on at least getting 10 rebounds and at least 10 points. I wouldn't say he's a consistent player, but I think he's getting there. I could say that. So that's my list for international in the NBA.
And let me see if I think I have, obviously, we're going to have some of the same players.
Yeah.
I have Luka, SGA, Giannis, Jokic, and Wemby. And then I got Jamal Murray, I got Joel Embiid, Sengun, Siakam, and Franz Wagner. So I have a few differences for you.
Yeah.
But I think Jamal Murray is taking a step up. I think the Nuggets legit now have two superstars. I think Joel Embiid still deserves to be there because he's healthy right now. As soon as he's hurt, trust me, I'll replace him quick. But we gotta wait. But that's a good
pretty
list
close.
there. Yeah, pretty close. Whoa. I put it in T. Where the fuck did I put this one at? Why doesn't it want to leave? There we go. It's It's just I don't know. The keys sometimes be bugging because they just got a new update. So here's your USA
okay.
roster.
So then I put as my starters. The reason why I put KD in there is because if I was to put Ant in there, I guess fantasy wise you could do that, but I would actually love to do that. I would have started Ant, Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, obviously JB, and then Kate Cunningham, of course. Then I got Tyrese. I would put Tyrese Maxey on the bench, KD on the bench, Jalen Johnson, Devin Booker, and Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, you got Jalen Johnson in there. I don't. I got Spider Mitchell, Ant-Man, Brown, KD, and Cat. And then I got Steph Curry, Kawhi, Paolo Banchero, Cade Cunningham, and Jalen Brunson. I got to put Spider and Ant-Man in my starting lineup. I love Brunson, but he can't dunk like they can. And Jalen Brown can dunk, and KD can dunk, and Karl Anthony Towns can dunk.
Wait, Cat is both, right?
He was born USA, so I put him in USA.
Okay.
His mom was the one who's the
Oh, okay. Got you. That makes sense.
Yeah, so that was yours and mine. So here's
Those are pretty close too.
Yeah, so here's the all-time list, right?
Yeah, he's an
Yes.
all-time. Yeah.
I actually give you the top 10, 5 all-time USA, 5 world.
Well, these are really just like my preference.
And you can't use none of the players that are in the USA world lineup right now.
Okay. So, I went with Penny. I think Penny Hardaway, had he not got hurt, we'd be talking about him like we talk about Jordan. I really do. Then I have Michael Jordan in there. I put KG, of course, at power forward. How the hell am I not going to? I love his energy. I love the energy he's going to bring to the team. Then I got Melo. I got the guy who can go get me a clutch, one of the clutchest bucket go-getters ever. And then I got Big Diesel.
And then
in world, I went with Steve Nash. Everybody's gonna fucking knock me because I know they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's Tony Parker. He's way better." Listen, I watched Steve Nash do some amazing things and win some MVPs as well, and well deserved too. Maybe not one, but the other one definitely. Then I got Manu Ginobili, who, like I said, he's that guy's just amazing. I think he's the heart and soul of the San Antonio Spurs when it came to like just hustle and just natural beauty at playing basketball, even though it was kind of ugly looking, I guess you could say. Then I got Nowitzki, of course, with the 1 foot fadeaway. You know what that's about. That's money. That's cash. Then I went with Stojakovic. I'm sorry. This is one of the coldest shooters of all time. I mean, I literally used to play, when I used to play the video games back then, where he was on there. Bro, it was like a cheat code. Him and Reggie. It was like a cheat code. And then I got Yao Ming.
That's not bad. But I got a different list than that, for sure. So for Team USA all time, I got Magic, Jordan, Kobe, Bill Russell, and Shaquille O'Neal. Okay?
What the fuck?
No LeBron James. Fuck LeBron James, okay? I think I already have too many goddamn Lakers in here in the first place already. But Magic is the best point guard I've ever seen. He ain't like what's it called? He ain't really like selfish when it comes to sharing the offensive load. So I'm sure he's gonna be making crazy passes to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant on fast breaks. It's gonna be the all-time fuck the Lake Show, fuck the Lake Show, fuck Showtime. It's gonna be world time. It's gonna be prime time. They're gonna call it Magic time, bro. With Jordan and Kobe, come on, bro, in their peaks. And then you got Bill Russell and Shaq on the paint. I will never lose. With Bill Russell, I will never lose. That's the reason why he's there
cheated.
and not LeBron James.
You cheated.
No, I'm not cheating.
That's cheating.
That's not cheating.
Kobe Bryant was not small forward ever.
I will put him there. I will put him there. It's positionless basketball, ain't it? Bill Russell. Bill Russell is the opposite of
And then he
LeBron
got
James.
Bill Russell at power forward.
Yes. He's 6'10".
She does.
He's a freakish 6'10".
That's a center, man.
But with Shaq, that's all I need.
Bro, I remember when I used to play I play 2K,
Yeah.
and I get the the all time teams.
Yeah.
Where you get I get the Celtics, and niggas would be like, "That's cheating. You got Bill Russell. That thing's a cheat code." He literally get every rebound.
Yep.
I used to do the same thing with in Chicago with Dennis Rodman. He would never like get a rebound on me. It'd be fucking hilarious.
In 2K, remember how I told you I randomized?
Yeah.
Well, one time I lied about that. I did randomize until I landed on the 94 New York Knicks. I didn't even mean to. It just randomized, and I'm like, oh, well, fuck it. I never played with this team. John Starks and Derek Harper don't miss, and you ain't getting in the paint with Oakley Mason and Patrick Ewing. Not to mention, I learned how to shoot with Patrick Ewing, so if you left them open somewhere, it's a slow release, but I will make it every time, bro. I'll make it in the free throw. Patrick was the man, bro. Oh, hell no, bro. You know, I'm on in TK with the fucking... I'll randomize. Like I told you, I just randomize. That's why I like to randomize, because you never know who you fucking around with. Here we go. Team All-World, all-time, it's going to be Tony Parker at my point guard. I'm going to give Manu Ginobili and Tim Duncan. I literally got the entire San Antonio Spurs dynasty right here with the greatest shooting big men of those era, Dirk Nowitzki, and then I got Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, the only guy who has ever swept Shaq in the finals and lived to tell about it. But I still don't think prime Shaq he could do shit. He ain't gonna do shit. He ain't gonna do shit. He ain't gonna do shit. All right, it was already a handful in his baby years. Just extrapolate that, adjust to inflation, because when Shaq went to diesel mode, bro, Olajuwon would have fouled out. Olajuwon would have fouled out, and you know it. I know it.
That's why I put him in that jersey. I put him in that jersey because there was no way I'm gonna fucking put him in a Lakers jersey. No Lakers on my team. Fuck that. You crazy.
The best play. The reason why I also enjoyed randomizing was because I had a weird knack of only using one player for the entire game. I'll never pass the ball, and there's nothing you can do to stop me, depending on who that player is. One time I found D Rose. I was like, oh, let me play with D Rose. You
ever play with Penny?
Yeah. I don't think I have.
That motherfucker. He don't miss no layups. He don't miss layups.
I played with Andre Iguodala one time, and he's like baby LeBron in 2K. You can't stop him when he's slashing. He's just dunk on you over and over and over and over again. And then, but 2K's not the same no more. They've changed the dynamics or anything. You can't just drive and dunk on people like that no more.
They can't do none of that shit.
It's not the same no more. But what's it called? My boy Trevor, he found Gilbert Arenas and let him go. He had the perfect release on this man was annoying with that shit, bro. Annoying with that shit. But he moved to Baltimore, so I never got to play him with the Patrick Ewing Knicks.
He needs to step back.
So I also give you a nerd all-star roster. Here's I told you give me your top 10 comics and top 10 non-comic roster. Who's your point guard here? I see Rocket Power. What the fuck? Hell yeah.
No. I got it actually up to down. So my point guards are the Wonder Twins. You remember them from the Justice Friends?
Yes.
Okay, and then you have Van Halen from at shooting guard. Van Halen from Dexter's Laboratory. The little snippets that they used to have with Major Glory and Crunk. You remember that? No. And then I have Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, also there. I put just for shits and giggles. It don't matter. They could play small forwards. I don't care. I got Otto and Reggie, Rocket Power baby, and then I got at power forward I put Lurch. That's Lurch, and I put Shrek there, and then at center I put the Iron Giant, and that's Dexter with the I don't know if you remember.
I only asked for 5.
Oh, you just wanted 5 players?
Yeah, I'm like, wait, who? this is.
Well, I did 2 or 2. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. I thought that's what you meant. To put 2 of each.
So.
And then I got Dexter there with for dodgeball.
Okay. And then who's the comic? This is your.
The comic is Ant-Man at point guard. Here, I'll break it down in just ones. I got shooting guard, Team Gohan. At small forward, I got Human Torch. At power forward, I have the Juggernaut.
Yeah, it's the Juggernaut, bitch.
And then at center, I'm gonna go with Megatron.
And then the guys next to him is the backup.
Yeah, that's the backup.
So you have Ant-Man Carnage as your backup
Carnage is
point
my
guard.
backup, yeah.
Trunks as your backup shooting guard. You got Spawn as your backup small forward. You got Optimus Prime as your backup power forward. And you got, is that Doomsday? No.
That's Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. All right. Whoa. So where's mine right here? So I did the comics above them. I have Quicksilver, who's Magneto's son. You know him. He's fast. That's my point guard. Then I have the Nightcrawler, because of his teleportation, he could be open at any spot as long as he knows how to shoot. I'll teach him. Then I got Magneto. Half of the motherfuckers on your list, in my list, have metal in them, especially Predator. Predator and Goro and Darth Maul ain't gonna do shit to the Magneto. And Darth Maul is a Sith. But as long as he has metal, lightsaber, metal in a lightsaber, he's fucked. Then you got Mewtwo. I think Mewtwo's a psychic, so he, as a power forward, as my defender, he's going to be crazy. And then I got Batman Beyond as my center.
What the fuck?
Batman Beyond is only like 6'2", but let me tell you something. He's got Bruce Wayne's earpiece, and he can fly, so he will be playing like a center. All right? And then that's my non-comic on the bottom. You got Paws. You got Sonic the Hedgehog. That's got to be a speed demon for my point guard. I got E-Honda as my power forward, actually. I have Darth Maul as my shooting guard because he could use the Force. He's a Sith. Predator's my power forward because he can small forward, and then E-Honda's my power forward. And obviously you know what Predator could do. He has laser eyes and everything. He can just blow people up in the meantime. And he has that net that fucking squeezes you until you die. And then you have Goro as the center. With 4 arms, he better average up to 20,000 blocks fucking a season.
Not on Megatron, he's not.
With 4 fucking arms, there's no way. There's no way he don't got some blocks on whoever. Except Magneto or somebody who could teleport or somebody who has psychic powers like Professor X or something. You got Apocalypse. He has every superpower in the world. Apocalypse unfair. Apocalypse can teleport. He has telekinesis. He has psychic abilities. He's super strength, super speed. He can teleport. He can also see the future.
Is he like the Shang Tsung of
He's literally
X-Men?
Yeah. He literally could do everything.
That's
he literally
awesome.
could do everything. He could shoot ice. He could make fire. He has the regenerative
I won't
abilities
put,
of
I won't
Wolverine.
put him. I won't put him next time. That's too much. I didn't know he had all that. Motherfucker.
He could do Cyclops if he wanted to.
Yeah, that's too much.
So he's Beast,
Snuff.
Wolverine, Jean Grey, Magneto.
Jesus.
Basically every X-Men and X-villain that you know, put them together, and that's Apocalypse. That's unfair. So it takes the entire league to be able to... And sometimes they get help from Iron Man or the Hulk or Spider-Man because they can't do it themselves. Even Deadpool show up every once in a while.
Facts,
Even the big Punisher, goddamn.
Like that, I would with Megatron.
One time they used Venom. They had to use Venom one time. They used the villain because they were getting their ass kicked. So then we got your NBA All-Star Week break power rankings, which here we like to call tower rankings. So let's get it.
Give me a hell yeah.
I have the Rockets at 10. I think they'll stay there until they. To me, I just feel like they just need more. They need more scoring. Ahmed House is good, but he's not somebody who scores the ball a lot, and they need another scorer because it's just KD on that team, honestly. Maybe when they get VanVleet back, if they get him back, that'll change their dynamic. but for now they'll stay at 10. At 9, I got the Lakers. The Lakers to me are 3 players: LeBron, AR, and Luka. But the problem is LeBron don't play any fucking defense because he's too old, and it makes sense at this point. But his contract is a big a big minus.
That's what it is.
So for now they'll stay there until to me they find I guess until they draft somebody who just can defend and be more dynamic than what LeBron is right now, I guess. At 8 I have the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're starting to climb. I really like the move of James Harden. Now all we gotta do is see it in the playoffs. Everybody else seems to be playing accordingly. Donovan Mitchell's doing his job. The bigs, Allen and this guy, but right now he's hurt, Mobley. I'm glad they got rid of Garland because honestly, you traded for somebody who can like score consistently than a guy who's still trying to find his identity. So I like that move a lot for James Harden. He just needs to show it in the playoffs. At 7, I got the Minnesota Timberwolves. A team I would really watch out for. A team that to me just needs a little more gelling together. They haven't been together that long, so just a little more chemistry between them. Maybe somebody not getting hurt for a while because I feel like that also happens. Seems like somebody's always dinged up on that team. So they'll stay there for now. At 6, I got the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets seemed like they fell off the ladder a little bit, but I guess it's because Jokic, he just came back. They just got to get back in a rhythm, get back, the chemistry that they had before that. I'm sure it'll come anytime soon, and they'll be right here on the top 5. But at 5, I'm going with the Celtics. I think the Celtics made a great move by getting Vucevic. It was one of those moves that was like under the radar move. A lot of people liked it. They didn't love it. I love it. I think it kind of gives them like an Al Horford kind of shooter, somebody consistent who can shoot from out there. And what he does is he moves the big. So now it creates more space for Jaylen Brown. When Jason Tatum comes back, you get easy buckets. They don't have to, have to work so damn hard for their buckets. So I like what I see from them. Peyton Pritchard's playing amazing. Derek White, he's doing his thing. Even if sometimes he's not shooting the ball well, he's kind of like their heart. They're like this dude Hart from the Knicks. So moving on, I have at 4. Speaking of the Knicks, I got the New York Knicks. I think the New York Knicks had the move of the deadline, and I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they did it, but they were able to grand theft Alvarado. Like that's literally what they did. They grand theft Alvarado. It's crazy to me. And then on top of that, guess who the Spurs released? Jeremy Sohan. My man over here calls him Rodman. He actually likes the dude, and he ends up going to his team too.
You can't make this shit
You
up.
cannot make this. It's almost like they're like paying attention to what he's saying. They're watching our podcast or something. But no, Jalen Brunson, I think he's playing at the same level he always plays at. In the playoffs, he'll turn it up even more. And the pieces that they have, the depth that they're building, these guys are scoring. And to me, Jordan Clarkson ain't even playing that good right now. If he gets his shit back, man, watch out. This team is scary as hell. Like I said coming in this year that this team was 1 or 2, 3 top teams in the league. Here they come. And adding these pieces could be one very soon in the East. At 3, I have OKC. They're falling off a cliff. To me, they're falling off a cliff. Everything seems to be going wrong for OKC right now. Whether it be Williams being out for Jalen Williams being out for that long early in the season, that didn't help. Chet not playing up to his check. He cashed a check that he can't cash. He just can't cash it because he ain't playing up to that level. And then SGA getting hurt, that didn't help. That doesn't help because we already said how SGA is really like the guy you could count on. Everybody else seems to be like very inconsistent as far as what you're gonna get from game to game. So with that being said, I have them at 3 because I just don't see them. I don't think they'll repeat. If this is where the signals aren't pointing to like they're gonna repeat. If they do end up turning it on in the playoffs, good for them. But right now, I don't see them playing up to the ability of the San Antonio Spurs and Detroit Pistons, which is why I have at 2 the Detroit Pistons, who are seamlessly doing this without another star player, I guess you could say. Like, it's almost like they just put this team together from the G League and just said, hey, these guys are gonna hustle. These guys play hard. These guys rebound. They play fundamentally sound. They're clutch, which is the biggest part of why I have them at number 2. All we need to do is see it in the playoffs. If they can do it in the playoffs, this team is a team to be reckoned with. And at 1, I'm putting the San Antonio Spurs because Wemby's playing absolutely amazing lately, and on top of that, it almost seems like he's got the reins now. Like he doesn't like he. Before I feel like he would like give them the ball, like, oh, you guys go do it, or find somebody else. Maybe I'm not the star player. Like, nah, nigga, you are the star player. You are 7'6". Get your ass in the paint. Get your ass over here. Be aggressive. And keep scoring because you're the head of the snake, bro. And that's my top 10.
All right. We're rated M for millennials, as everybody knows. So I like to give y'all nostalgia for those who grew up in the '90s, like we did. Everybody knows back then we had no way to save progress in a video game. Every time we played video games, Gen Z motherfuckers, we didn't have memory cards. We had no storage unit. We had nothing. We had to start from the very beginning every time. My favorite game from back then was Mortal Kombat. You had to start from the very bottom of the tower and work your way up and beat the champion by picking a fighter with special abilities and do all that blah, 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 blah. So let's get it.
Finish him.
Here's the All-Star break Week 16 NBA Tower rankings. At number 10, I'm going to put the Toronto Raptors over the Lakers. The reason why is because right now, one of the Lakers is always missing. There is either LeBron's missing, is either Luka's missing, or is either AR-15's missing. So since they are never all playing together, I'm not going to put them in my top 10 anymore until they do. I got the Toronto Raptors playing there a little better than they are anyway. And then I have the Houston Rockets up there because they are pretty elite on defense, and they seem to be well coached, and it looks like Kevin Durant has a renaissance season. So let's see how that translates to the playoffs. The Cleveland Cavaliers, I have them ahead of them just because I see a new change with the roster, so it's going to take a little adjustment period. But I think James Harden already welcomed himself in with a clutch shot the other day, so that was pretty good. That was over the Denver Nuggets. And then I have the OKC Warriors over there, Thunder right there, because I don't see OKC as a team that could beat anybody above them without SGA, and at the moment they don't have him. So I don't respect the Thunder like that as far as talent's concerned. I've seen all season that it's a one-man army over there, and I have no reason to expect anything to change when SGA is not there. So how can the teams above them with multiple, studs pause in the lineup, how are you going to beat them in a 7-game series? So no. I got the T-Wolves after that. The T-Wolves still have to figure a few things out offensively because they can't seem to call shit at will against the elite teams. Defensively, they're there, but offensively, sometimes they just they grow stale a little too often for my taste. I have your Celtics there. I think the Knicks and the Celtics are in parity right now. I know we beat you the other day, but that don't mean shit to me. To me, I think that the upper echelon of the Eastern Conference is up there all bound
These
together. I
these
think
teams keep
Detroit.
thinking they're gonna go up higher, too.
Yeah, I think the Knicks are a well-structured team. I think we arguably have the best starting five, and we arguably have probably the best roster in the NBA. I just love my roster right now. I just wish we had the other coach. But I trust the Celtics to be what they are, a good, disciplined team with championship pedigree, and Jaylen Brown is the superstar that he is, showing everybody that it's not just Jason Tatum. If there's any doubt before, now you see it. This man is averaging 30 points, 7 rebounds and 6 assists, and he's shooting efficient from 40 and from 30%. I mean, over 40% from 3-point line, and near 50% field goal percentage. This man is pretty lethal. And the thing is that the defensive numbers don't show it there. He literally takes on the best offensive threat on the other side usually and gives him hell. Not to mention he gives him hell back on offense. That's a hard worker. The Knicks got Jalen Brunson. To me, is the legit superstar. And Karl-Anthony Towns, when he wants to be a little gully, he can be. But I love the Knicks and I love the Celtics and I love what the Pistons are doing. But the Pistons, I don't trust their roster as much. They're like you said, they're a well-built one-man army is how you say it. They're a well-built one-man army, but we've seen those armies either fail or succeed. We've seen the Iversons and we've seen the Vince Carters. We've seen the Ray Allens and we've seen the T-Macs. We've seen them. One-man armies don't really do well, but sometimes if built right, they could at least get to the finals like LeBron James in the first Cleveland run. But because of that, I never really, because the Thunder to me are literally that. I think they only won because they're a well-defensive team whose players actually showed up and Halliburton got hurt. Otherwise, I think we'd be having a different conversation. And then you have the San Antonio Spurs, who's the cream of the crop in the West, strength-wise, but in experience is what cost them the first seed to me, which is number one, the Denver Nuggets. When they're at their best in a 7-game series, I trust them over everybody right now. And that's the Week 16 NBA All-Star Game power rankings. God damn, bro. No, I'm not. The Lakers are never there. Yo, the Lakers are there if you guys are healthy, but I'm sick and tired of, like, the other day I bet against you guys. I actually had a good fucking bet. I had bet that Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell were going to have more than 25. I bet that that Hart and Karl-Anthony Towns were going to go over on their rebounds, and they did. And then all I had was 2 left. I had Wemby for going for more than 20 points. He ended up with 25 in the first quarter. And I had Austin Reeves with over 25 points as Luka and LeBron wasn't playing. Yeah. Then Casey hits me up. Yo, just so you know, AR-15 is not playing either. I'm like, what? So I cashed it out because I won money. Yeah. I cashed it out and made another bet to put Wemby and De'Aaron Fox instead, and De'Aaron Fox let me down. But your Lakers, how many times did Ali do you come here when we clown your Lakers and you're like, but we didn't have Luka, but we didn't have LeBron, we didn't have AR, bro. That's why you're not in the top 10 because you guys are never you never have them all together.
He said we beat the Mavs without Cooper Flag. He didn't even mention that.
Yep.
You gotta be kidding me, bro. You gotta beat the Mavs, bro. Stop it. You see their record? Stop it.
And Austin Reeves played and LeBron played. The only one that didn't play is Luka. What the fuck is Luka? What's wrong with him? Did Bronny James play? Yep. Did he score? Nope. Just unbelievable. Pathetic.
Fatality.
The King had triple double.
Nah, bro. I tried. We're not gonna put the Lakers in the power rankings. I'm sorry. You guys are never there. You're always missing somebody. Yes. You're always missing somebody. That's why you're not a top 10 team to me. Everybody else is usually healthy. You're the only one always missing somebody. I mean, obviously the Thunder are missing somebody. That's why you see them all the way down there. So you see, I'm being fair. Look at the Thunder. When do I leave them that low? Never.
I put the Lakers in
and he put the Lakers in his top 10.
Top 10.
I just didn't put it on mine. Here's his top 10.
That's what I got. Rockets, Lakers, Cleveland. See, I got. That's pretty. You're there. You ain't gotta worry about it. No, they're not, man. They're a good playoff team. They don't challenge y'all. Didn't they beat y'all?
They beat y'all. They spanked y'all.
Didn't they beat y'all one year?
Trust me, in a 7-game series,
I'm sure they beat y'all one
in
year.
a 7-game series, I trust the T-Wolves more than I trust the Lakers and the Rockets in a 7-game series right now.
No, not the Raptors. I already told y'all. No, that's a fake team to me.
It is a fake team. But you know who's a faker team?
When they face
The
those
Lakers.
top. When
That's a faker team than the Raptors to me. You guys are you're never healthy, bro. You're always missing somebody, and you want to be a top 10 team. Fuck out of here.
and we gotta put somebody in there.
Nah.
Top 10.
I was almost gonna put the Phoenix Suns, but they don't deserve to be there, and the Sixers don't deserve to be there. The Magic shouldn't deserve to be
If
there.
the Suns keep playing like this, I'm gonna put them in my tower rankings very soon.
It's supposed to be the Lakers. Obviously, I have my Lakers there in the rankings, in my rankings rather, but I can't put the Lakers in there if you guys are always missing a player that's a key piece to you. Because the thing is, you have no defense. You are the weakest defense in the entire playoff structure. Okay, let's look at the playoff structure. Let's include the play-in. Okay.
He said that last year was fluky, but the Minnesota Timberwolves every year perform in the playoffs. What are we talking about?
So let's look at the play-in included. Okay. Do the Clippers have a worse defense than the Lakers? No. Do the Blazers have a worse defense than the Lakers? No. Do the Warriors? No. Do the Suns? No. Do the T-Wolves? No.
Nobody.
Do the Rockets, the
Nobody.
Nuggets, the Spurs, Thunder?
Nobody.
No. Let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff picture. Do the Bulls have a worse defense than the Lakers? No. Do the Hawks? No. Hornets? No. Heat? No. Magic? No. Sixers? No. Raptors? No. Cavs? No. Knicks? Maybe. Celtics? No. Pistons? No. Okay?
Knicks, no. What the fuck we talking about? Knicks, no.
Nah, fuck Mike
Maybe
Brown.
my
He
ass.
came from the Lakers. Fuck him.
Maybe my ass.
That's why we don't have defense, because we got a Laker
That's
coach. That's why. We got a Laker coach. But you guys are literally the softest defense in the entire playoff structure. So my guess is that you guys didn't make any trade to bolster up your defense. You added Luke Kennard. That means that you're thinking you're gonna have to outscore everybody. And you know what you got to do to outscore everybody? You got to have everybody there, including LeBron,
You need
and
to play
Luka,
freaking
and
defense.
AR-15, all healthy.
But you need
For you to
play.
be at your best. 'Cause
You need to be able to play defense,
If you're going to keep missing one of those guys or two of those guys or all three, you're not going to do shit in the playoffs, broski. Right now, they will face the Houston Rockets. The Rockets will beat you in 5 with no Luka.
Sweet. I say sweet.
Maybe, but the Rockets can't shoot like the Lakers can.
I ain't worried about none of that. I'm worried about what I know the Rockets can do pressure wise as far as defense.
No, I know that.
We know they're one of those.
But the Lakers could at least win one game because of their inability to shoot, even without Luka. I could still see winning one game, maybe. Yeah, without Luka, you guys are not winning more than a game against the Rockets, bro, in a 7-game series. Because right now, do you have Luka? No. So I'm saying, without Luka, right now, without Luka, you're not beating the Rockets. So you better hope Luka and LeBron and AR-15 are ready and healthy when the playoffs begin, because you will bounce the fuck out quick, just like last year and the year before and the year before.
Finish him.
You guys are clowns. You guys are one and done. Who's the 4 and 5 here? Cavs, Raptors. Psh. Oh, it'd be Sixers next. Oh man, we're clowning them in Philadelphia. Oh baby, give me that.
Who we got? The Heat?
You got the Orlando Magic
Oh,
again. Again.
Like JB does?
Yep. Again.
The Grave Digger!
And then Pistons are. I think it's gonna be Pistons Heat, and I think the Heat are gonna beat the Pistons.
Fatality.
I call the Heat beating the Pistons in the first round. I call it. I call it right now.
Fatality.
I call it.
Fuck no.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got the Heat upsetting the Detroit Pistons.
Fuck
I do.
no.
I do.
You better hope Tyler Hero's there.
No, they don't need Tyler Hero or Jimmy Butler.
Alright, you think Norman Powell about the? I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing about Norman Powell, but what about the other ones?
Powell, Mitchell, Bam, Adebayo will show up.
Nah.
Yep.
Bam, yeah, but I don't know about Mitchell.
Mitchell will show up. He showed up all the other times. Who's going to show up for the Detroit? Cade Cunningham and Tobias Harris? You better hope more. You better hope more, because that's not enough. Not against a defensive-minded team like the Heat and a well-coached team with Eric Spoelstra. You crazy. You create, and they could score. The Pistons could score too, but let's see how they could do. However, the Heat are not the New York Knicks. We made it look like easy work. We make the Lakers look like easy work. We made the Spurs look like easy work, Denali. We make the Nuggets look like easy work.
And the Celtics.
But for some reason, the Pacers don't look like easy work, and they're 15-40. That's embarrassing. We should be ashamed of ourselves.
Is that why? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why you got him that low. Oh yeah, you got him that low because of Mike Brown.
The fuck?
You see that shit? Oh yeah, I was seeing that shit too. I was like, what the
There
fuck?
we go. Olympics talk. There's nothing to talk about the Olympics. Let's look at the Olympics over here. Hold on. Who's that? Who's that motherfucker who looks like a Disney character? Figure skater. Who's that bum? There he is. This man's the heavy favorite. Look at him. He looks like. Hold on, guys. Let me put it for everyone to see this. It is embarrassing white boy over here.
Goddamn white boy.
This man right here is the number one rated, ranked, reputed, undisputed figure skater in the entire world. This man fell 3 times and choked. He finished 8th. This is the most embarrassing American Olympian that has ever lived. And he looks like a Disney character. He looks like the guy that's supposed to rescue Rapunzel.
That nigga looks like the dude off of Blades of Glory.
Yes, he looks like the dude from. No, but
Napoleon Dot. Was it?
no, but he's not. He's not a retarded looking dude. This one looks like a actual, like he's prepped to be like the next great Michael Phelps kind of thing, but the pretty boy version apparently. This guy's supposed to be the Ken.
I'm
to
just
Barbie.
saying in that picture, he looks like that.
This man looks like a Ken doll. This man, he literally looks like John Smith from Pocahontas. This man looks like a Disney character. That's what he looks like to me, and he blew it. This man is the number one like ice skater in the world, and he fucks it all up. He choked. He said the pressure got to him. He cried. He's a bitch. He let America down. He let our country down.
Denali, you seen that movie? That movie's funny as well.
So thank you, Denali, for helping me shame this bum right here.
A no good loser like you bum.
You might as well put him in the Bum of the Week award. I'm gonna put him right there next to the New York Trash, falling out the sky with like he fell in the biggest stage of his career.
He's about right in front of the plane.
Yep.
I've been trying his ass down too.
That dude really, really fucking embarrassed his nation. He went all the way to Italy and made us look like clowns. What the fuck is his problem? He sold that shit. He needs to be under investigation. I'm sure he had money on that. Nobody had him finishing 8th. You know how much money you could have had if you guessed that this bum was going to finish 8th? Please stop the noise. Put him under investigation.
That is crazy though.
He hasn't reached puberty yet. How do you know this, Denali? And why is he in the Olympics if he's not even adolescent? Were you trying to tell me he's 10 years old? No, he does look like one of those kids, but that's because he's supposed to look like the Barbie doll Ken. He's supposed to look like the version of Barbie doll, the movie, the Ken version. What was the guy from Shrek? I forgot his name. But that's that guy. That's John Smith from Pocahontas.
You talking about Prince Charming?
Yes, that's him right there.
Yeah, that does look like Prince Charming. You probably right.
They all look alike. John Smith, him, the guy from
John
that,
Smith does look like Prince Charming, right?
Yes, and whoever rescues Rapunzel, that motherfucker too. I don't know that. I don't know all that shit, but
They all look alike.
they all look alike.
I don't know that shit.
They all look alike. But he performed like Quasimodo.
Fatality.
That was the worst disaster for an American Olympian I've ever seen in my entire life. So Denali, there you go. You get to crack on white people for once. Denali, here's our. You never got to see.
He said I blew it.
You never got to see our
great.
world rosters and USA roster. So here's his. This is his roster. He got Sengun, Markkanen. He's got Franz Wagner, Siakam, and Kat on the bench. He's got Luka. He's got Giannis. He's got Jamal Murray. He's got Wemby and
Oh, no, my bad.
Jokic, the Joker. And his USA roster, KD, Brunson, Spider Mitchell, Cade Cunningham, and Jaylen Brown, Maxey, Johnson, Ant-Man, Booker, and Kawhi. I have Luka, SGA, Giannis, Jokic, Wemby, obviously. Jamal Murray, Embiid, Sengun, Siakam, and Franz Wagner. And the USA, I got Spider, Ant-Man, Brown, Jaylen Brown, KD, and Kat. And then I got Steph Curry, Kawhi, Banchero, Cade Cunningham, and Jalen Brunson. And then we did our all-time list as well. So his all-time list is Penny Hardaway as the point guard, Michael Jordan as the shooting guard, Carmelo Anthony at small forward, Kevin Garnett at power forward, and Shaq at center. And then for world, to match against that, he has Steve Nash and Ginobili in the backcourt. He's got Peja Stojakovic and Dirk Nowitzki as the sniping front court. And then at center, he's got Yao Ming, which is not a bad list. That is not a bad list. But my all-time is Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. So that's the best fast break you'll ever see in your entire life. And then I got Bill Russell and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm not going to put LeBron James in there because I don't want to lose. I want to put Bill Russell in there because I'm guaranteed to win.
Finish him.
And then my world is Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and Tim Duncan, basically the entire Spurs dynasty. And then I have Dirk Nowitzki, and then Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, the only guy I know that beaten Shaq in the NBA Finals. So that's why I put him there. Against my Shaq is the Lakers Shaq. Yep, he put Penny Hardaway.
You better ask somebody.
He put Penny Hardaway. I don't blame him. Penny Hardaway is not a bad talent at all.
That dude would have been something else if he
Believe me, he was on.
Stayed healthy.
He was on the Kobe and LeBron. I mean, Kobe and Michael Jordan athletic abilities. He could dunk like him. He could shoot like him. He was a very good dude, bro. Penny Hardaway. Look at the numbers. Obviously, he had Shaq, so he had to share the ball. But Penny's
a go-getter, bro.
Before them ever had T-Mac, we had Penny Hardaway. Just the injuries cut him short. Kind of like D-Rose.
Better go watch Blue Chips.
D-Rose probably would have been the greatest point guard of all time had he never got hurt. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we talking about guys in their peak. Penny was one of them dudes. Just like T-Mac. T-Mac in his peak.
And then we had a nerd roster, so I asked him to do the ones that include comics.
I did too, by the way.
Yeah.
That was my fault.
So he has Carnage and he has Ant-Man as his point guards. He has the Super Saiyans, Trunks and Gohan as the shooting guards. Then he has at small forward Spawn and the Human Torch from Fantastic Four. At power forward, he's got Optimus Prime and Megatron duo. And then he has at center Juggernaut and Apocalypse.
Yeah, it's the Juggernaut, bitch.
And then for his non-comic, he has the what's it called? The Wonder Twins. He's got Space Ghost, Coast to Coast.
And Valhalla.
He's got
Rocket Power.
Rocket Power in there. He's got Big Robot. What's his name? Giant. robot.
That's the Iron Giant.
The Iron Giant, yes. He's got Dexter in there. He's got Urang as the centerpiece, and then Shrek. But Shrek never looked like that, bro. Shrek has never looked like that. Where'd you find that Shrek?
Hey, so it was on the thing.
Oh.
Oh no, it was on I was like, hey, I might as well get an in shape one. I don't want the nigga with.
He says, who wins in an NBA All-Star game? Pigmented players or non-pigmented players?
What the fuck kind of question is that?
Come on.
Come on, Denali, what the hell are you doing over here?
Come on, man.
You trying to?
Do you see any
you got going on
non-pigmented players up here? Even Chef Curry has pigmentation. Do you see any non-pigmented players here? We know the answer, okay? We know the answer to that question.
But I'm not.
That's like asking, can an android beat a Super Saiyan? No. All right. Here's mine's. I got Quicksilver.
I guess you gave your answer.
Quicksilver can literally run through time because he's that fast. Nightcrawler is my shooting guards. He can teleport. Magneto is my small forward because he could defend. As long as somebody has metal around, they're fucked. And then and any basketball courtyard or arena is gonna have metal, so you're basically fucked with Magneto. My power forward is Mewtwo because he's psychic and he has crazy superhuman powers that no human can contend with. And then Batman Beyond, he's my center. He has Bruce Wayne in his ear and he can fly. Not to mention he kicks ass. He's Batman. Then you have Sonic the Hedgehog on the non-comics. These are mostly video games and nerd movies. I have E Honda as my power forward. I have Goro as my center. I have Darth Maul as my shooting guard and the Predator as my small forward. I think the Predator might be probably my best defender in the wing, and Magneto's my best defender in the wing. And your lineup here, who's your best defender in the wing? It's probably KG or Jordan. And in your
I would say KG.
And in your all time, there's no defense, but that's not your fault. My wing defenders is always gonna be Jordan and Bryant, and then in the post I got Bill Russell and Shaq.
That's good.
And then I got no defense except Tim Duncan and Olajuwon.
Olajuwon and Tim Duncan.
Tony Parker could be my best defender in the wing, I guess, even though he's short.
Ginobili could defend.
Ginobili can defend, but he's also short.
Yeah, he's short.
They're both short.
He's short for the job. Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, well,
Just there to shoot.
Yeah. So I don't have defense, except, but I have a lot of rebounding. I know that for a fact. How do you like this list?
I think he's making his list over there too. Joker, Luka, Sengun. Who else? You ain't finished.
Joker, Luka, Sengun is his world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joker, Luka. You just give me top 5. Joker, Luka, Sengun.
Those are your top 3 though, or is that just like?
No, I think he's
Position.
going. The top 5 is pretty easy. Luka, SGA, Giannis, Jokic, and Wemby. That's like everybody's top 5 there. I think.
He said Wagner too.
Chet Holmgren is not world. He's USA. Well, he's just doing his All-Stars. International players, I mean, like we're ranking international versus USA players.
What the hell is he doing? This guy's just hero.
Tyler
We're
Hero.
done. We're done.
Tyler Hero. I thought you hated white players.
I got nothing for you, buddy.
I thought you hated
I
white
got
players.
nothing for you. That's crazy. You said Tyler Hero. We over here talking about all-star players, like real all-star players, not niggas that,
That's crazy.
not niggas who can't even stay on the fucking court. Sorry, bro. This guy can't stay on the court, bro. I can't fuck with that. To be honest with you, I just can't. I say SGA, Luka, Sengun, Wagner, and Joker. That's probably your 5 right there.
Maybe.
But you put Luka again, so I don't know what the hell you doing. Nigga got 2 Lukas and shit. Oh.
Wemby is not the best player in the NBA just yet. He has to prove it in the playoffs.
And wait. Why you hate him?
Because he's a Laker. They hate the Spurs. Told you. That's their main rival in the West. That's their main rival in the West. The Lakers and Spurs. You know this.
Yeah, but what? What the fuck does that got to do with how great he is? I guess.
You haven't had a main rival in the East. 1 year is the Pacers, 1 year is the Heat, 1 year is the Knicks.
We did for a while.
1 year is
It was the Nets.
the Nets. Yeah.
It was for a long time too. They had our ass.
You had LeBron. That was your rival at one point.
Yeah, it was. But I respected him. I don't hate him. I just disliked him at the moment because obviously.
I hate him. And his punk ass son. You know why?
Well, yeah, we know you hate the Celtics, but what I'm saying is the player. I don't hate the player. I just didn't like the player because obviously he goes against my team.
Yeah, and I hate LeBron too, and his son. I can say it.
And on that note,
I can say it. If I was in front of LeBron, I'd say it to his face. LeBron James, I hate you. You know why? Because you wear the Lakers colors. That's why. You traitor. You were the Eastern Conference savior and you betrayed us. Fuck you.
that dude was never a savior.
No, he was. Oh, he was. He was the only answer to the Western Conference we had for the longest time.
He was a flopper.
He is a flopper, but so is everybody else.
Now,
He is a flopper.
thank you. There you go. You brought something to the game.
Yeah, that makes sense. You don't like the Warriors. You don't like the Lakers. I don't like the Lakers, and you don't like the Spurs, and you don't like the Celtics. Obviously, no Laker fan would love the Celtics, and vice versa.
How could you hate a team that's in your city?
I hate the Lakers.
No, I'm not talking about your time. Said the Warriors.
Nah, the Warriors not in the city.
I mean, it's close. It's right there. It's not that far.
No, it is far, but it's compared to us, it's not far. They're used to driving the 6 hours. To us, 4 hours to Miami is far. But he don't even live in LA.
I guess your backyard. I would say like.
Yeah, he don't live.
But in your back.
But they are in the same state. He don't live in LA. He lives in England.
Yeah, I know, right?
He lives in Manchester.
That's what's up, though, man. I respect your fandom. I respect it.
Do you even watch the English Premier League, Denali?
Yeah, you probably watch that. I'm sure you watch it. Then. How can you not watch something? I mean, I guess.
I'm sure he does.
It'll be a little weird.
I'm sure he does. I don't mind the English Premier League. Is that Raheem Sterling was my favorite player? He's old now.
But what I'm saying is that's really their sport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Over there, that's really what they watch. So
Raheem Sterling was
you know
my
what I'm
favorite
saying?
player.
Growing up, everybody watching that. I'm sure you watched that. Of course.
I didn't really have a favorite team. I just followed wherever he went, and he started at Liverpool. And back in the day with Liverpool, I was a fucking assassin in FIFA with fucking Raheem Sterling. And then he went to Manchester City, and then I think he went somewhere else after that, but he's not the same no more. Fucking the other guy, what's his name?
I don't know too much about the soccer, bro. Like not the players, not anymore. I used to, but
Duke. I think his name is Duke Bellingham. That guy is good as fuck.
when your
That's my
team's
favorite player
ass year after year, it's like
I usually go for England in the FIFA World Cup because I know USA ain't gonna do shit. Don't get me wrong, everybody. I love my country, but in FIFA, USA ain't doing shit.
That's a clip right there. Boy.
USA ain't doing shit in the FIFA. So I'm going with the only other motherfuckers that speak English, and fuck Spain. Fuck Spain.
Oh, okay.
Lacrosse. A few of my friends play lacrosse. It's kind of like football, but with a stick. You get to hit people with it. Give me my baseball swing on that shit. I'll whack any Laker fan in the world.
Be like, oh, I thought that was the ball.
Yep. But nah, I like fucking soccer, especially when it's like the FIFA or the Euro Cup or the American Cup or shit like that. I fucking fucks with that shit.
Denali, you really like? Did you actually play like in your school and stuff, or you just? Did you really like hoop for your school or anything like that?
More than likely, bro.
I'm just asking. I want to know. He said he could beat us. I like a challenge. That's why.
Oh, bro, I'll make sure you're bruised.
Because I don't even care about. I haven't played in forever.
Who's gonna win the World Cup? Portugal, Argentina, France, the usual three. Sometimes Germany. Italy, France, and Argentina has won it most times since I've been alive. In Brazil, but Brazil hasn't won it in a long time.
Yo, that's what I was gonna say. Brazil used to have that shit in a stranglehold, bro.
Let's see. Oh, and Spain too. Spain's won twice. Italy's won 2 times. Argentina's won like a few times.
Oh, so you just play like?
He plays lacrosse and hoops just occasionally though.
Nah, Brazil did used to have that shit.
Yeah, Brazil used to
They
be
used
good.
to fucking be really good.
Probably before you were born, Denali. Brazil was always like a Final Four. Like they're always there in the Final Four of FIFA. Not anymore.
They suck now.
The reason I said Portugal and Argentina is because the way you said we already know who will win the World Cup because I know that they're retiring. So I think you're figuring that they're gonna rig it for Portugal or Argentina to win. So Messi or Ronaldo could have a send off goodbye. I don't know. I thought you were being sarcastic, but I hope England wins, bro. England's they come close so many times and they fucking lose. I cannot stand that shit. It's like the Ravens. It's just like the Ravens.
Yeah, they keep doing that shit.
England is always there. They're usually in the championship game or the game right before the championship game. And for some reason or another, they fuck it up somehow, some way. I still can't believe that fucking Negro, that motherfucker missed the fucking wide open. It was a penalty kick. The goalie gets wrong and he missed it wide open. Oh man, I wanted to kill that Negro.
Oh, you think England's gonna win it? Oh, hell no.
Nah, England is good, bro. They can't.
No,
win
but
it.
they are. But they always.
see.
Like,
Let's
come
see.
on, man.
Let's see.
How many times have we watched soccer before? Like,
Let's see. I hope England does win. I wish USA would win, but that's never gonna happen in our life.
Fatality.
We just
what's up with that? Like,
we're not football players. We're not that football. We play our football. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
We play our basketball. We play our baseball. We play our everything else except that. But I don't get it. We don't. Most people in America don't play hockey like that. How come we're so good at hockey, but we're not that good in soccer? That's what I don't get. I can't watch every game. I'll be working.
I just watch the highlights after I get off of work or something.
I wish.
Bro, I'm telling you, when your team sucks,
Yeah.
you don't want to see that, bro.
But
Every year, you just keep seeing, oh yeah, we lost again. Oh,
Yeah,
Respect that.
from Mexico down is where soccer matters, and in the Caribbean, half the islands, the one that speak Spanish, don't give a fuck about soccer, and the other half who don't speak Spanish, Jamaica, Bahamas, Haiti, they're the ones that love soccer.
Denali, trust me, they got the easiest group, and they're gonna lose.
Yeah,
They're gonna lose in that group. They'll lose.
but in baseball, that's where the Caribbean reigns supreme, motherfucker. See us this next month in the World Baseball Classic. You're gonna see some shit, baby. Let's fucking go. Team DR. Let's fucking go. But all right, y'all, we're going to cancel it here. We're starting to lag a little bit. I don't want to fuck up the quality of the podcast, but I appreciate you tuning in, Denali. We will recap the All-Star festivities tomorrow, the dunk contest, which is my favorite, the 3-point contest, which is not as good, and then the Rising Stars Challenge. Okay? Yeah, I said it.
What the fuck?
In my view, the dunk contest is still better than the 3-point contest, motherfucker. I don't care what y'all say. So some of y'all prefer it. That's on to you. But to me, the slam dunk contest, when it's at its best, it's still way better than the 3-point contest.
If they come up with something new, I mean, McClung's good, but everybody else kind of sucked last.
Yeah, but that's how the dunk contest is. You're not gonna have a crazy dunk contest every year. Every 4 or 5 years.
Nah, yeah, that is true. That is true.
Sometimes you get it 2 years in a row, and then you won't get one for another 10 years. That's how it is.
But when's the last time we seen the Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine one?
The McClung one. That's the last one. Look, McClung put on a show, broski. Maybe it was mostly.
Yeah, he put on a show, but I'm talking about where was the other guy?
Some of the other guys had some good dunks, but it wasn't like a back and forth competition like those guys. You ain't gonna get that very often. That don't come very often anyway. When usually it's just like Vince Carter going off by himself.
Man, that was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that was probably one
Or
of the
Kobe
best.
Bryant going off by himself.
That's definitely a top 5.
Or Spud Webb going on by himself. You know what I'm saying? Dave Robertson and Dwight Howard battle. That was one. The battles, that don't happen very often. You ain't going to get Jordan Dominique Wilkins very often, broski. And then Dr. J was by himself. Most of the time, it's usually one guy by himself. That's all you need. You only need one guy to steal the show. That's all we need. I did that. If we could get
was
that,
it when we saw Dwight Howard versus Nate Robinson?
Yeah, that was one of the only other ones. That's it. That was back and forth, yeah.
That was crazy, too.
Jason Rich, that was usually by himself, yeah.
Jason
There's going to be some other guys that are going to have that one dunk. But for the most part, it's usually one guy stealing the show. I just hope somebody is around to steal the show, because sometimes there's nobody stealing the show, and that's when it's boring. But
J.R. Smith put on the show, too.
yeah,
He lost count.
but we'll tune in tomorrow and see how that recap and see if we got our money's worth, even though we're not going to be attending there. But appreciate y'all again. It'll be the Saturday where we put players under pressure. And also, we're going to, like I said, talk some more NBA. So appreciate you, Denali.